because the microphone's better. You can hear it better. Hello. Hi. Okay, so I wrote it all down in an email, and I didn't print it out. So it's here. I have some good news to contrast with the bad news that has been everywhere. Hello. Hi. I have some good news. Yesterday was my second birthday, meaning I completed my first year on hormone therapy, which means I started my medical transition last October. That means I started taking pills every day to correct my hormones. It's been a crazy experience. That's all I can really say is that it's crazy. It's up, it's down, it's all over the place. Let's see what I wrote here. The person who wrote this was smarter than me. Let's see here. So I've met a lot of angels. I've met a lot of demons along the way. The demons really stand out, unfortunately. I'll never forget some of the experiences I had. I was fired from a job after 3 days. I've never been fired from a job in my life. They didn't give a reason. It's not suspicious at all. I was called many brutal names and asked many weird questions in my time as a cashier. I feel like my people group is one of the only ones that really gets asked certain questions like I get asked. I'll never forget the woman that walked up to me and started laughing at me and asked me, "Are you wearing a Halloween costume? Are you a man or a woman? And which surgeries have you had?" Yeah, and I was like, well, I don't like you. I don't like you, and I don't like anyone that looks like you. So yeah, those are just kind of weird questions that I've had to field. My favorite was the guy that came up to me and said, "Hello, sir," or "ma'am," or whatever. I love being called an it. That's great. But beyond all of that, the more positive note is the angels, the people here at this church and the people in my life that have made this bearable. It's a very difficult process to go through, and it lasts forever, literally, until you die. So it's good to keep company that makes it more enjoyable, let's say. The open and affirming thing is really important because there's a very tragic statistic that I want to talk about real quick. 43% of transgender people never get to see tomorrow. That's the highest, I don't want to say the S word, but that's the highest, incidence of any group of people taking their own lives for any reason. It's higher than cancer, AIDS, and it's the highest, even if you combine them. It's terrifying. Churches like this directly prevent that from happening. How do I say concisely in front of all these people that telling somebody that they're welcome keeps them on earth? Think of the things that I'm capable of doing. I can do all these slideshows, all this stuff. I run the speakers, all kinds of fun stuff that makes church much easier for us. And then think of the 43% of people like me that probably shared the same sorts of gifts, and they're gone now. And places like this can stop that. We can make life better for transgender people. It's the only church that I've ever come across that was conducive to my lifestyle. It's amazing. Even my therapist said, "I can't believe you had trouble at Rising Tide, but not at church." And I said, yeah, you wouldn't believe it, but there are good Christians out there. I mean, you would believe it, but versus what you hear about us, oh my goodness. No, we're not a hateful group. It's a welcoming group, and it's definitely made everything better for me. So I want to say, thanks for turning all the hard times into good times. And what'd that smart girl say here? Oh yeah, thank you, Ella, for the clothing donations. Thank you, Marty Hellman, for the jewelry donations. And thank you, everybody, for the spirit donations. And my last comment is my thoughts and prayers are quite obviously with the people we lost in Lewiston. That's a quick stat about that. I Googled, how many people does the average person know? The average person is acquainted with about 150 individuals. And we lost something to the tune of 20 individuals. That's about 3,000 people who lost somebody very important to them. That's a lot of heartbreak. That's a stupendous amount of heartbreak. So anyways, places like this make everything better. Thank you.